So it's Ron Goodall from FightHype.com. I'm here with Tiger. Johnson, how's it going?
How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
You know, you had an incredible amateur background. You came off the Olympics.
Yes, sir.
Tremendous performance. How does it feel to, I guess, transition from amateurs and now making your professional debut here on a big card?
It's definitely a blessing, man. You know, it's definitely a dream come true. To fight on one of the biggest cards of the year right after, you know, the Olympics that's a dream come true. So shout out to Shawn and Bud, man. You know, for having me on that card. So it's a big accomplishment.
Now, the last time I think I seen you was at I think it was Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley in Cleveland.
Yeah. And
a lot of the fans coming up, a lot of the people was coming up. You were taking a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
And you were giving advice to some kids. I remember, I think at the weigh-in, they came up and was asking you questions and things like that. How does it feel to be like a huge role model in a city like Cleveland, Ohio, seeing that's where you're from?
It feels good. It feels, you know, it reminds me of me, you know, watching, guys like my big bro, you know what I'm saying? He was fighting Golden Gloves, he went pro, you know, he done did all the nationals and he done been on Team USA before. So watching guys like him growing up, you know, it feels funny that I'm now in that position that now they look up to me. So it's definitely, you know, something that I appreciate.
Now, importantly, you know, you're coming from an amateur background and now you're transitioning to professionals. Was there anything that you had to do to change, to switch over, since that was more of a style point system, and now you're actually going to be able to sit down and actually go for the knockouts? You know,
we had to make minor adjustments, you know, transitioning from amateur to pro. So I had him, you know, and my coach Safo to help me. So we made a lot of, you know, we tightened up on a lot of things, you know, sitting down on punches better, picking our shots better, you know, setting everything up off the jab, you know, we slowed it down. So y'all definitely see an improved Tiger Saturday night.
And seeing that the fact that, you know, a lot of your stablemates like Keyshawn and everyone who's coming over here, seeing that you guys kind of all decided to come over to the Top Rank, just asking you, out of all the promotional companies, what made you choose Top Rank and made this professional debut here opposed to anywhere else?
Well, you know, Top Rank started off all the best fighters, you know what I'm saying, Muhammad Ali, Pernell Whitaker, Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, Floyd Mayweather, so De La Hoya, they all started off here. So Top Rank is definitely a big promotion that start off, you know, you know what I'm saying, they make champions, you know, they made Hall of Famers, you know what I mean? So Top Rank is definitely a good promotion in my opinion. So
seeing that you're from Cleveland, and obviously, you know, Shawn Porter's from Cleveland himself and things of all that, do you get a chance to like grow up and, you know, be around Shawn and some of the Ohio fighters, seeing that you're putting Ohio on the map now yourself?
I started when I was 7, so when I seen Shawn, you know, I watched AB, you know, Raynell Williams, you know, Prentice Bureau, Terrell Garcia. You know, I watched a lot of, you know, fighters growing up, and I actually been in the same gym as them, so it's definitely a good feeling that we coming from Cleveland, man, and being able to represent the city.
And my guy who was, I think he shows you maybe love here, Ohio runs boxing and jumps around. How important is it for you to be like the next breed of Ohio, seeing that you got guys like Jared Anderson from Toledo, Albert Bell, and you're going to be added to that class of bringing Ohio?
Man, it feels good, man. You know, I love my state, man. Cleveland, you know, we Ohio gang, man. So shout out to Jared and Albert too, man. You know, they've been putting on for Ohio for a minute.
And then, of course, we got to get your prediction on this fight. You know, seeing that you'll be fighting and having your professional debut on this great card. Who wins, Crawford or Ohio Shawn Porter?
I feel like this fight gonna go distance. I think a lot of people is expecting knockouts, but I think this gonna go distance. I think it's gonna be like a real close fight, and I think it's just gonna be tough on both of them, you know. So I can't really say what I think the outcome is going to be, but I definitely think it's going to be a close fight and it's going to go distance.
And then last, let's show your fans and social media where they can find you.
Yeah, y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at TigerJohnson216. You know, tune in Saturday night, 3 p.m. Pacific time and 6 o'clock Eastern time. I'll be having my debut.